ended up being in a really weird situation. It's like before the confinement, I had a dinner with my brothers and we decided to live together. I never lived with them. So in the middle of the first confinement, I had to do a move out with a cargo bike into a new apartment and start living with my brothers. It was really weird. And at the same time, you can't go out. So I ended up being like in this big apartment with my three brothers that I don't know that much because we never lived together. So I went through this whole discovery of people that I thought I knew, you know. It's super weird because it's intense, you have nowhere to go, so everything is, you're just there. You're just there having all those really intense moments happening. And the culmination of all of it is that I ended up starting knowing my younger sister that I never lived with in a context where she's always around. So it's super weird because it's like super new, but I notice how she cooks. I notice how when she go out, how she gets ready, like all this tiny detail you don't have time to see. So it was interesting. It was interesting, entertaining, and
Beneficial?
yeah. It's one of the most amazing experience I had. It's every time I think about it, I feel like, oh shit, I'm blessed actually that happened. Actually, in the same context, it's a really weird and hard context, and at the same time, it gives you the opportunity to connect with something you never have the time to give that attention to, and I was lucky, super lucky.
So for you, for COVID, that aspect had its good aspect.
It forced something good. It forced something. The context was hard, but it forced something good. Something good came out of it. So it's positive.
You have a positive.
Yeah.
Do you also want to talk about perhaps the mental?
The mental part. I don't know if you have time, but yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
The second thing that really had a huge impact is that I'm a new musician. I started playing music like 6 years ago, thanks to the guy behind, Raul, who is taking the video there. So stranded at home, nothing to do, and suddenly you have time to give to a kind of a rock passion, something that just happened, and you realize, shit, I really like to do that thing, and I really have time to do it. So it's a kind of rabbit holes. I've been listening a lot of music, playing late at night for like 2 hours. So it was interesting.
I think it's great that there's also some positive aspect again from the COVID thing.
And then there is also my Tinder phobia. So no, truly, so in the middle of the COVID, at some point, I realized I needed so much like human contact that was like I was too much on Facebook, and I realized it doesn't talk to me, it doesn't bring me like. So in October, the day of my birthday, by the way, I decided to leave Facebook. Not because I hate it, because I needed to be in contact with people, and I was using means of contact that didn't talk to me. I was like, I need to get rid of the things that are giving me like, and maybe that gave me time with my family actually, for example. So, and that's when I deleted Facebook, and I realized, you can't go on Tinder anymore because you don't have Facebook.
Music-wise, you also were able to dedicate more time to music.
Maybe I didn't make the link. Yes. Possible.
Thank you very much.
Oh, can we also ask you how love has been during this period? Like,
yeah, exactly. Not either. So yeah. I just.
No, what I mean, like, do you think it's been more challenging under the current situation than it was before, or not necessarily?
It gave me time to think, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It really gave me time to think. And I've met a lot of people, you meet someone, I've met attractive people, like, oh, she's attractive, but it also gave me so much time to think that I don't jump to conclusion anymore. So I'm like, oh, she's attractive, it's okay. I don't know, I would do something, I don't know, it's weird.
So it's basically a different perspective. You shut down the internet
and perspective to it. It's I don't put pressure on myself anymore about it. I've been single for a while, but I had also good relationship before, so I don't feel like I'm someone who's been left out of love, you know.
Yeah.
I have love, I have souvenir of love, I have, like, you know.
And how about the curfew and the restrictions?
Sucks.
The curfew sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because?
Yeah, you know why.
No, I'm asking. So you have to, like, let's do full sentences. During restrictions.
I love dancing. I love dancing. It's one of the things that I love the most, and I love dancing with people. So, you know, and I'm the kind of guy who arrive in a bar and, like, no one is dancing, I'm gonna make them dance, if they want it or not. So I miss that weird, awkward moment where everyone is like, oh, why that guy is weird dancing alone? Before they join me, you know, it's not that kind of
The human interaction.
yeah.
You know?
The awkward moment, yeah. The only one dancing, like, hey guys, come, and suddenly they get it, you know. I miss that. It's a nice feeling. I miss it.
Yeah.
That's a negative aspect, the lack of human interaction.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for both of you. You were both amazing. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.